When Shu Shu Carrington was slated to face Carlos Castro for the WBC Featherweight title, it was a dream come true for him to try to realize becoming world champion. And for Carlos, it was a dream for he to try to fulfill his desires as well. Let's talk about this fight. Newly crowned WBC Featherweight titleist Bruce Shu Shu Carrington from New York has a lot to smile about. The 28-year-old fighter has finally crossed the threshold of a world title, and he had to go through fire to get to it, actually, because the opponent in question, Carlos Castro, was not a cakewalk. This was an opportunity for two men facing one another for a world title that was vacant to prove their wares. And Castro, who had been in once also against a former world titleist in Stephen Fulton, where he lost a split decision in September of 2024, felt that he was primed for the opportunity to overcome those hurdles. Carrington, who had last fought in July of 2025 against Matthias Hayter, ended up with a unanimous decision. But this bout meant that both men would try their best coming in for this scheduled 12-rounder for the vacant WBC title. And as expected, Bruce, who's 28 years of age, 5'8" with a 72-inch reach, orthodox, opened the fight utilizing a very good stiff jab, as he circled and looked to take the fight directly to Castro. And Castro, who's 31 years of age and 5'9" with a 70-inch reach, looked to counter. And though he tried to be in pursuit of Carrington, found himself in certain situations of just not being able to trap Carrington. But he did have success with certain shots that he began to open up with. The right hand that he was able to drop Fulton with, he did end up catching Carrington with that shot, which awakened Carrington to the threat of what he was facing. And so therefore, Carrington, as the fight wore on, began to put a little bit more mustard on his shots. Not really known for being a knockout artist at the top level of competition, but when you get older and you learn how to set down on your shots, you can find yourself to be more effective. And that's where the more experienced Castro was able to catch Bruce. But as the fight wore on, you could see the differences between the talent of the two men. As Carrington got adjusted to the power of Castro, he began to gain more confidence. And then, of course, as we would have it, in the ninth, he was able to catch him with a barrage of shots that finally put Castro down and out for the fight. Carrington, with this victory, is now 17 wins, no losses, and 10 KOs. He has shown himself to be a formidable fighter. And as Castro has now dropped to 30 wins, 4 losses, and 14 KOs, Carrington hopes for an opportunity for the likes of Monster Inoue. But even if Inoue is not the person that he finds himself in the ring against, he is definitely going to be a fighter to keep your eye on. Proposed unification bouts against the likes of IBF titleist Angelo Leo or WBO titleist Rafael Espinoza would be very exciting options for the near future. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts about Shu Shu being a new titleist. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.